So I wanted to spend just a little bit of time talking about the nature of problems, and I do have a stack of books here by Jiddu Krishnamurti. I unfortunately couldn't find the reference that I wanted to talk about, and so I'm just going to go with it here from the hip, I guess. Um, One of the issues that Krishnamurti talks about is the relationship of problems to time, and what he suggests is that problems exist only in time, and time is the distance between thought and action. If you have a thought that says, oh, I should do something, and then you don't act upon that thought, you're creating the gap, this sort of lag that is time where a problem can be. If you were fully in action at all time and were unable to think, you would simply have no problems because there wouldn't be any time for any problems. Try to think of this case. If you're walking along a path and a snake jumps out, you think, oh, a snake. And as this thought, oh, a snake happens, almost instantaneously after, you leap and you get out of the way and you act and respond to that thought. There's so little distance between the thought and action that if there was a problem, the problem occurred and then was resolved almost instantly. Unfortunately, in human life, very few of our problems are like that. They're not a snake that suddenly crops up. Instead, we'll walk home and then we think, oh yeah, I really have that work I'm supposed to do. And then we think, yep, I really should do that. And because it's not a snake and it's not going to leap out, we sit there and dwell in the problem. We dwell in the problem by inaction, by creating time. The time is where we're having the problem, and the problem persists so long as we don't get into action. If you think, oh yeah, I really need to do that work, oh yeah, I really got to get on that project, the more that we think that but don't get started in the action, the more that the problem just kind of lingers around and hangs there. When you see a big pile of dishes, you don't have to clean all the dishes, just one dish at a time. And you'll notice that once you get started into the dishes, the problem itself starts to disappear. Now, it's not that the problem is nothing but its active solution, but so much of the problems that we, quotes, have or experience, they come from suffering a time which is the distance between the thought and the action. If you have a problem right now and you're thinking about the problem, help yourself get out of the problem. Stop thinking about it and just start acting.